Hey guys, Angela here. We are going to dive right into episode 2 of our How to Get Started series. So we're going to get started today on step number 4. We did steps 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3 the last time, including the set system. So we did 1, 2, 3 plus the set. I'm not going to recap because then that just ends up making all the videos take way longer and using up a bunch of your time. So if you're looking for the first few steps, you can go back and watch the video that was recorded a couple of days ago. So let's head right on in with step 4. And step 4 is get the tools. The reason this is so important is because we are not health professionals. We are not permitted to treat, diagnose, or prescribe. Health Canada does not allow us to make any drug claims, and we are only allowed to make natural health product claims on the specific oils that have the NHP designation in Canada. So this means that arming ourselves with great resources is a must. You should have a reference guide so that you can confidently look up our products and make your own decisions and confidently use our products. There is also an app that is really great, and it's a great place to start. Heads up, we can't share those reference guides with non-members or recommend a specific book to non-members, as it is interpreted as using drug and disease claims to entice them to join. But we can suggest they go to their local Euphoria Paradise or check out lifesciencepublishers.ca to decide which resources they would like. So we can suggest they get resources, we just can't specify which exact resource they should get. But the reason we can recommend a store or a website is because those locations have dozens of resources, and that allows everybody to easily find a resource that best fits their style and personality. There are books that are super science-based. Some are easier to follow, made more for like the average everyday person. There are resources for people with pets, people with children, resources for those for wanting to remove all the chemicals from their lifestyle, even books on internal cleansing, emotional issues. There's just too many options to even list them all. The other great resources you should have if you want to build a business are GoPro by Eric Worre, 25 to Life by our very own Adam Green, The 4-Year Career, the Young Living Edition by Richard Blissbrook, and there's also Rock Your Network Marketing Business by Sarah Robbins. You can talk to the person who signed you up or your closest upline silver. They can tell you where to get any or all of these, and they might even have a copy you can borrow and pass on down to your team. So start with your upline and go from there. The next step you want to do, number 5, is make your list. Who do you know? You know what? You know way more people than you think you do. Dig into your contact list in your phone, on Facebook, social media. Write down the names of everyone you know. Now, Young Living is a global company, so think globally. I mean, don't forget, your pen pal over in Asia or your friend from college in Australia. This is a global business, so think globally. Keep your list handy and add to it daily. This activity is crucial in keeping you encouraged, knowing that there are always more people to connect with. Now, this is not the old school version of network marketing. Please do not go and copy and paste and send these people all some generic, I have an opportunity for you message. Why? Have you ever received one of those messages? I have, and it made me really angry. I hadn't seen the person in almost 10 years, but rather than make any effort to genuinely connect with me, he sent me a Facebook version of cut and pasted spam. I was not impressed. It certainly did not encourage me in any way, shape, or form to take even the slightest look at your business. So do not do it that way. What you want to use this list for is a way to start connecting with people, as in genuinely connecting with them. Maybe get together for a drink or a coffee so you can learn about what you've been up to if they're local. If they're not local, just start a conversation with them. Be genuinely interested in what they are doing. What you're doing here is forming them, right? You're focused on family, occupation, recreation, and their mission message. And that helps you figure out how you can approach the business opportunity with them. Now, that doesn't mean like ask them 5 questions on your first connection and immediately jump into throwing the business opportunity at them. you guys got to do this gently and respectfully and honestly. But if you start having some back and forth with someone and asking them what they're doing, getting to reconnect with them, re-know them again, eventually they're going to ask what you're doing these days. Then you can tell them about Young Living. Now own it, love it, own how much you love this business and how well you're doing. If you're just getting started, own that too. Own your excitement, own how excited you are for the future. Share your excitement. Let them know how much you love this. Maybe it's a fit for them, maybe it isn't, but no worries either way. I find if you let the conversation find its way to what you're doing naturally, as opposed to ramming Young Living down their throat or making it clear that you met with them with an agenda, people can sense your agenda a mile away. So if you just genuinely connect with them and then see what happens, you'll both feel much better about the encounter afterwards. Best case scenario is that person becomes your next Young Living rock star. Worst case scenario is you rekindled an old friendship or reconnected with an old acquaintance. Everybody wins when you are genuinely interested in the other person instead of only seeing them as a potential paycheck. The really cool thing that happens when you use this approach is that it can actually change the way people view network marketing. It really can. Chances are most of us have been approached at some time by someone in another network marketing company in a not so groovy manner, and it left us feeling yucky. When you treat people with respect and sincerely connect with them, it just might change the way they think of network marketing. Who knows? Even if they say no in the moment, they may eventually change their mind simply because the way you treated them was the exact opposite of the way they thought network marketing would be. Okay, the next step, number 6. And I think this is the last one we'll cover today, again, to try to keep this short and sweet. More meetings. More meetings mean more money. If you're not money motivated, more meetings mean more momentum. The bread and butter of our business is home meetings and information sessions. So you should be aiming to book your first 2 home gatherings as soon as possible after you get started, and aim to book at least 2 more from each of those gatherings. Invite a few friends over, let them know you just found these great products, want to learn more. Ask them if they want to come over and learn more with you. That list you just made, let your friends and family who are on that list know you were starting a new business, and ask if they'd be willing to help you out by inviting a few friends over and hosting an info session so you can practice or learn if you're brand new, right? You can create excitement. Don't just post a Facebook status or create a Facebook event. You guys have heard me harp on this before. Those get missed more often than not. You'll have a much better turnout if you call, message, or text your invites personally and share your excitement. And don't forget to remind them a day or 2 before the event. Most of the time, the person who signed you up or someone on your upline will present the first session you organize with you there to learn from them, then present with you the second time where they do some of the talking, you do some of the talking. And then sometimes we'll do a third time where you present the information on your own, but your upline is there just in case you need help. Realistically, after that, you should be ready to present on your own. You really should. You don't need to come up with what to say on your own. You can speak straight from the product guide. You can print off the PowerPoint in the virtual office and then read right from the slides. You can simply pull the inserts out of the new premium starter kit and speak directly from them, you guys. There's no need to reinvent the wheel and sit down and write out, a 42-page script. You can speak right from the information in the premium starter kit. So the information on the oils, the information on essential rewards, add in the monthly promos in the business, you're all set. Do not wait until you know everything. Experts cannot be duplicated. So this means the sooner you get started, the sooner your team will get started, and the faster your team will grow. But what if you mess up, right? That's what we're all worried about. Guess what? No big deal. Really? 3.5 years later, I still have presentations where I just sit down afterwards and shake my head and think, oh my word, that was so brutal. But the truth is, the less than awesome presentations usually create way more growth than the ones that you absolutely rock. The key to success in this business is being duplicable. So it's more than okay if your presentation is not perfect. You want it to seem simple enough so that at least one person in that room leaves thinking they can do the exact same thing. Now, you also want to think globally. Remember, we talked about this before. Your information sessions are not limited by your geography. We've been using Zoom to present some really cool interactive info sessions for people around the world. So reach out to your upline to find when the next one is that you can invite your contacts to. There's also been some Facebook intro sessions. If you do invite people to a Zoom or a Facebook info session, do so personally, please. Don't just post a link on Facebook. You need to actually send them a message and ask if they would be interested. If they say yes, then you send them the link, and then you make a note in your planner to follow up with them the day after the event to see what they thought. So here's the deal, guys. If you want to hit the higher paying ranks, like if you want to get past silver, you need to start doing info sessions. You need to be the one presenting them. It's that simple. I have seen people reach executive by just sharing in one-on-ones and sharing on Facebook, but I have never seen anyone in our entire company hit silver or above without actually getting out of their house and doing info sessions. It's that simple. The reason why is because your team will do whatever you do or don't do. So if you aren't doing any actual activity out of your home, then your team probably won't either, which makes growth really hard. I know some of you are terrified, but just push through the fear and step through your comfort zone, because really, really amazing things happen when you leave your comfort zone. Okay? Just try it. Stick your toe in and try it. That's where we're going to end for today. We'll get started again and do episode 3 at some point next week. So I hope that helps you all dip your toes in a little bit more in getting started. And thank you guys so much. Have a fabulous day.